Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing the Somnium File, the Somnium Files. Last time we went into Iris's dreams, into her Somnium, and tried to solve the weird Rube Goldberg puzzle, which was her memories. And we discovered that she has some repressed memories about being a witness to the original Cyclops murders. And then she's requested to go to Marble, to this bar that we've been to before. So let's go see what's what. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Hang on. Why did we rule her out as being the culprit? I guess we haven't. Hello, Ota. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers, even since she opened Marble. Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You didn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
What? Who is there? Oh! Ota! Uh-oh. Monday, Jukai. My god. 2:48 AM. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Oh, there's Mama. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. Hey, that's not very cool of you. It took me a few seconds before I realised it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. So, everyone else is gone. Cool. Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like 23 or something, isn't he?
Came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
How long have I been down then? Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Like the old days? Was I a drunk? Oh, hello.
Date, the boss is calling.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Iris.
Is this real? Is this real, chat? What the fuck? Is Iris gonna die? Iris has got an eye missing.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I thanked Mama and ran out of marble. Ran out of marble. I had to go get some more marble really quick. Whoa.
What's our ETA?
It's estimated time of arrival.
20 minutes at the fastest.
Oh man.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Can I look at anything else here? No.
That sick bastard.
What? A polar bear? Uh-oh. Don't do it, Mr. Polar Bear. Can't click on anything.
Hold on, I'll save you.
It's Ota.
Ota?
Stay away from Tessa.
Is that how things are really? Is Ota really on Tessa's side? I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I feel like that might have been a bit staged. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to my core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Oh. Fuck, he's back. Mr. Polar Bear.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
Stop! Oh. Oh. No! Really? Iris is dead. Hello. My God.
No!
Really? I mean, it's shocking, but it's also kind of anticlimactic. Harbour Warehouse District, Monday, 3:35 a.m. Whoa. Polar bear's cut in half. What's this magic trick? It's Ota!
Ota.
Hang on, who is dead? Police headquarters, Monday, 10:02 a.m. So Ota definitely dead.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you.
I also blame you for this, by the way.
Am I right?
Why did you do that?
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
Right, so Iris is dead. Ota is dead. Got it.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Okay, so that's definitely not what happened.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person.
And Ota's eye wasn't removed, right?
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Oh, hello. Ota's behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
I guess that's possible.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself?
That's an ice cutting machine.
I don't buy it.
Surely there's a better way of cutting ice. Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this.
He could have been jealous of Renju, I suppose.
The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it. Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
What else we got? There's no way that he had the incentive to kill Shoko. Or what about the polar bear costume? Pretty
Shoko
cool. Where'd he
was
get it from?
married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
I mean, who's connected to all of them? Shoko, Renju, Iris, and Ota.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity.
I guess the person that's connected to all of them is the young girl, but can't be her, right?
But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Iba found.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, show off.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Well, this didn't work. I won't stab myself again.
then shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Like, where's the evidence of that? Surely there'd be blood on the floor or anything.
Well, I wasn't being serious.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
But why was Ota trying to get rid of Date? Was the objective... That's so weird. Like, it's almost like Ota was acting like the culprit before when he tasered me and then stopped acting like the culprit because it doesn't match the rest of his actions.
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
That's also
So let's
true.
focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. That is a good starting point.
Ranger and Shoko's daughter Mizuki, Ota's mother Mayami, Iris's mother Tomi, and then Mama Kumakura. Is that Mama, is it?
Renju and Shoko.
No, that's the... Ah, I see.
Kuras.
Yes, that's true.
But there's no connection to Iris.
Ranger and Shoko's daughter Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris.
Yeah.
She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
We don't know that. Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice, but I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Okay, Congressman Sosejima. Sosejima.
Shoko and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
Or do I?
And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Alright. So, Iba says, I know better than anyone that you're innocent. So who could it be?
Turn it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
So we need to get to know more people.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
What could it mean?
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit, to get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Wow, okay, so... Date residence. My house. Where do we go first? Why is there a 2 here? Cold storage warehouse. This is the scene of the crime. Matsushita Diner. Where Renju died. Sagan residence. So these 2 have got things next to them. The marble. Let's go to the marble. Is there going to be anything of interest here?
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Go on.
Tell me.
Information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them.
I know this, though.
You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2.
3.
Oh. Oh, okay, new information.
Iris?
No, not that one.
Ota!
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
How? What I said.
Heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Iba's. About So Sajima and the Kabasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a later year, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. he would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story. About so in the Kabasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Okay, tell me more.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
Alright, calm down.
But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills.
So moved so fast.
After drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
About So in the Kabasaki district. Oops. Amro's polishing the dried bonito.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
And what about Ota and the Kamakuras?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Right.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
It's a weak link though, isn't it? Say goodbye.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Alright. Let's do the Matsushita Diner and see if there's anything new going on there. See how the mum's taking it. The place was silent. It was so quiet I could feel... it was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. Ooh, that's quiet. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. Oh, it was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree clinging pathetically to the earth. Alright. No need to roast her. I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want to talk about it? No. About Ota?
This is your fault.
Really, Mayumi?
I heard from from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now.
Ooh. It's not Date's fault. I mean, he was a bit of an idiot for taking her to that bar.
Did you not hear me? I said leave!
My god.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a table. A beer ad on the wall. A lucky cat statue. Condiments are placed on the table. Alright, I guess we're done here. Alright. So, cold storage warehouse, Date residence. Let's do the Date residence, I'm curious. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. That's all my outfits. That's funny. Mine and Masuki's clothes. School bag. Iron pipe. Masuki's favourite metal pipe. Weird. My refrigerator. Ooh. It's Ada Rabbit. A stuffed rabbit. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. Large speakers. Okay, let's talk to her. About Ota. About Akiru Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Oh, another one that's not talking to me. You're not going to blame me, are you, Mizuki? About Iris?
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father this morning.
Oh.
Her best friends.
That sucks.
It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Oh, don't blame me as well, Mizuki.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. This is kind of a bummer. Alright. Let's go to Sagan residence. Is it another mother that won't talk to me? Or a mother that will blame me? Can I handle that? When I visited the Sagan household, I found Atoma with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. There's a cushion there. A cushion. Can you think of any information about Iris?
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket.
This is so sad.
When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. And it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether.
Oh.
She started crossing her arms, being independent. Even though
Well, she needed constant attention growing up.
Can you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding. The second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
The person that said they knew about... They said they knew who the murderer was?
I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
So there's going to be some validity to that testimony.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Fuchu Prison. About Iris.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window.
She was a nightmare.
She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her.
My God.
But why?
About Ota. I don't care about him.
My students. I taught him in elementary school.
Ooh.
I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to feel about Ota.
I have no words.
Is there a chance that wasn't Ota?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them.
Oh my God, this is depressing.
Please.
It's well voice acted.
Trust me.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna catch them all. Like a Pokemon Master. Alright, well, we're going to the cold storage warehouse. Which is the crime scene, right? Oh my God, look at that. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin. The center of my body was burning hot. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
The inspector is doing his duties as usual. Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Okay.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Why wouldn't they take that stuff away?
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death.
Right, so he couldn't have activated the machine and got on the slab himself.
If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Yes. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
A forklift? I don't see anything special about it. Shelves?
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice-cutting machine.
But why?
Why?
Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown. Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
An ice-cutting machine? Iris and Ota's bodies were under autopsy. Oh, under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Blood stain A. Iris and Ota's blood. What am I not clicking on here? Evidence marker. Blood stain over here. Is this Ota's blood? Overhead crane. A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. This it does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
A forklift. The tire and floor are covered with a layer of ice.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
Interesting.
No, actually.
Oh.
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
Weird. Wonder why?
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Okay, cool. And we're going to find out next time on Borderline Games if we find anything out about this crime scene. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Somnium Files, and I'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. I can't believe that 2 more people are dead. Bye-bye.